Hello and welcome to my channel, Phoenix Keia Tarot. Today we're taking a look at how you can heal the past trauma. Now these readings are designed for those who are absolutely serious about helping themselves and how they can improve their day-to-day life, okay? So the focus is not going to be on other people and how other people may or may not feel towards you. The focus with today's read is going to be all about you and how you can heal and resolve any past trauma, okay? So it might get a little bit heavy in places, so please do be prepared for that, okay? Right, so how can the collective help themselves to heal their past trauma, please? Healing the past trauma for November 2023. Right, so I'm just going to shuffle this deck 3 times and then we'll get going, okay? Healing the past trauma, please. Right, so how has this trauma impacted on your life? You have the Page of Swords, so it puts you in this place of feeling like you have to investigate absolutely everything. You are not able to take risks or take chances. This is the kind of energy where whenever you're presented with any kind of opportunity or option or choice, you tend to sit on it and maybe not act as quickly as what you should, okay? So there might well have been a lot of missed opportunities as well because of that feeling of, I don't have enough information, this person isn't telling me enough, I need to really look into absolutely everything before I make any kind of decision, which is completely understandable, okay? But that is the message of how your trauma has impacted your day-to-day life, right? The inability to make decisions, even when someone is asking you what you want for your dinner, you're like that, oh, I don't know, what are the options? And do you know what I mean? It's like you constantly feel that you need more information. Now, obviously, in balance, that is healthy, right? But remember what we always say on this channel, look, there needs to be a balance to everything. There has to be a time and a place for everything. So if you're tackling even the most seemingly simple tasks and decisions with this mindset of you're needing to know absolutely everything about everything before you can make that decision, then obviously that's not really very healthy, okay? All right, so the next question, what emotions do you carry because of this trauma? So what's going on in your inner world? The Ten of Wands, yeah, of course it is. In your inner world is literally feeling, I mean, it's not that you're feeling sorry for yourself. It's not that you're wallowing in self-pity, but there's definitely this inner world that you keep hidden from everyone else. Feelings of how you're not wanting to be a trauma, you're not wanting to be a burden to others. Feeling that other people wouldn't really give a shit if you were even to begin to explain your past and your experiences. That would make you just feel awkward, really. Like no one else would really get it. They wouldn't really understand. But mostly with this Ten of Wands, it's more of how you don't want to... they're saying that you don't want to translate your trauma and your burdens onto someone else's shoulders. So it's kind of like you just rather grin and bear it than speak up on it, okay? So yeah, your inner world is very, very heavy, very dense. Kind of like, yeah, you know, feeling like you've got the weight of the world on your shoulders. Again, that's not you wallowing in self-pity. It's just more to do with, look, I'm carrying all this stuff and I legit don't know. Where am I going to put it? You don't want to carry it with you. That's evident because it's the Ten of Wands. You're exhausted with carrying this around with you. You recognize 100% what this is actually doing to you in your day-to-day life, as well as the bigger stuff that you need to tackle. But you're like that. Where am I going to put it? You know, what am I going to do with it? This tells me that you're feeling that your only option is grin and bear it and carry it. So we're going to find out what you can do about that and where you can actually put this, okay, collective? Because the whole point of my channel is to be helpful. Do you know what I mean? To provide solutions rather than raise more questions. Right, next question. How does this trauma affect the relationship that you have with others? Okay. And that Ten of Wands is going to be tied into that. The Six of Coins. Yeah, again, makes perfect sense. When it comes down to relations with others, whether they be friends, family, romantic interests, even strangers on the street, you would give them, what is it they say, the very shirt off your back. If you felt that that's what would make someone else happy, you would do that. You would give them your last pound in your pocket, or your last dollar, depending on where it is you're watching this from. You'd give them your last dollar in your pocket if you had it, to make someone else's life that little bit easier. Your Six of Coins is all about giving. In this deck, they're giving in excess, okay, because they're literally giving it all away. There are no other individuals in this particular Six of Coins, all right? Traditionally, there are 3 people in the Six of Coins card. There is a man who's dressed really quite, you know, really quite well, who's quite well to do. And then there are 2 beggars on their knees with their arms outstretched. And the rich person is giving to the 2 lesser fortunate ones, right? This deck is really, really different because it's just an outstretched hand that is giving all of the coins away, not even really caring where they land, okay? So I think that is a beautiful metaphor for you giving everything that you have, all of your time, your energy, even when you don't have it. You're literally draining your own resources so that you can give to others. And it comes from this place of wanting to be loved. It comes from a place of wanting to be accepted. Because again, that's what this trauma has done to you. It's put you in this frame of mind where you automatically assume, I'm not going to be lovable unless I do insert the blank here, XYZ. And it has created situations where you've gone without because you gave to others. So again, it's the extremes, isn't it? It's the extreme giving, and it has come at a personal cost to yourself because you haven't kept anything back for yourself. So again, we need to get you guys back in balance, okay? Everything needs to be in balance. Right. How does this trauma affect the way that you see yourself? The Ten of Swords, unworthy. I did say that this was going to be a heavy read with heavy energies because it's all about dealing with past traumas. Some of you are feeling just completely at a loss, constantly expecting for that next sword to land, as it were, constantly expecting people to be backstabbers, bad-mouthers, two-faced. Do you know what I mean? Like, this really has done a number on your ability to trust. But it's mostly affected the ability that you have to trust in yourself. Because remember, the question was, how does the trauma affect how you see yourself? And it's the Ten of Swords. Very, very difficult. If this read is resonating for you, by the way, can you please let me know by dropping a quick like on the video? And that way, others who are needing to hear the message are going to have a chance of hearing it. Okay, and it also helps keep you connected with the channel as well. So, again, we are going to get you resolutions for all of this. Okay, we're just pulling the surface level energy at this point in time. What do you need to do to release this trauma? Justice. Literally, as I said, with that whole balance theory. Everything needs to be in balance. Fair exchange, equal exchange. This is all about recognizing, so this is how you help yourself release this trauma, is recognizing when you're doing too much, when you're giving too much, when others are taking too much. Recognizing when you are allowing others to manipulate you in these kind of ways. Why is it that you feel so afraid to speak up and stand up for yourself when you know deep down that certain other individuals are taking advantage of your giving nature? You're going to have to pull that scale back into balance and say enough is enough. Okay? There is no other way around this. None. And once you start doing that, the more you do that, the easier it will become. Okay? Remember, collective, all of this comes with practice. Okay? So it doesn't matter if you're sitting there and you're 18, 28, 38, 48, 108. It's never too late in life to begin putting this into practice. Okay? What lesson can you learn from your past experiences? So what lessons can you take away? This one is beautiful. That's the Ace of Wands. It's finding hope. It's finding the inspiration to continue. It's taking those risks. Your Ace of Wands is traditionally like something that's brand new, and it's going to take a lot of initiative to get off the ground. You know, it's new vitality, right? So this is all about finding that thing that really lights the fire within you, for you. Feeling inspired by things that you wouldn't normally be inspired by, and actually utilizing that inspiration to create something. It's the Ace of Wands. It's a card of creativity. So what inspires you, what fills you with hope, what fills you with ambition, and really tap into that and start using it. Okay, some of you are incredibly artistic. You're very, very skilled, very, very powerful, and you don't even realize it yet because you haven't utilized it yet. Okay, that's also quick action in this card, because you can see in the back, like, it's a raging inferno, you know. So you're going from being afraid of making decisions out of fear of making the quote-unquote wrong decision. So you're there like trying to investigate everything before you make any kind of decision. There's a message of spontaneity with this Ace of Wands. So the lesson that you're taking from this is how to be more spontaneous, how to be more invigorated. Okay, it's literally, you could start it off small, and then it'll expand into something a lot more significant. So for example, if you go out and start looking at the architecture around you, and looking at the shapes and the forms of all the buildings, and see if you can imagine in your mind's eye, especially when you've got an old building, what that would have looked like in its heyday. Okay, and really get your imagination going. All right, so it can start off small like that, and then it can go on to the bigger things, such as, if I were to create a building, what would it look like? What types of people would live or work within that building? You know, what materials would I use? Do you know what I mean? So it's like you start off small, and then it grows until your ambition is completely on fire. All right, and you can take that metaphor and apply it to any area of your life, any. Okay, but the whole point is collective. You're needing to find something that really lights that spark within you. Okay, right, how can you begin to move past this experience? So how can you begin to process everything so that it's no longer being a burden in your life? The Two of Swords. So, with the Two of Swords, this is asking for you to weigh up both sides of an issue, okay? This is balance, reflection, and contemplation. Now, traditionally, it can be a conflict of thoughts. So if you are suffering from a conflict of thoughts, then it's time to sit with those thoughts. Okay, sit with everything that's being pulled up to the surface. This is normally someone who is actually being forced to rely on their intuition because they are blindfolded. Okay, so it's seeing beyond the physical, seeing beyond appearances. It could be seeing beyond your own physical appearance. Stop judging yourself based only on your physical appearance. Look beyond the appearances that others present to you. You know, those frenemies. Looking beyond those appearances and really forcing yourself to tap in more into your intuition. Okay. This one's also about setting your intentions, because you've got the waxing crescent moon here. So that's setting your intentions, okay? Sending your hopes and your desires up into the universe. It's finding that courage that you know is deep within you, and having faith in your own abilities to make clear decisions. Okay. Also with this one, how you can begin to process everything that you've been through and release it is to be picky and choosy in the future of who it is that you give to. Okay. And to stop giving when it comes at a personal cost to yourself. All right. There needs to be a limit to your generosity. All right. There has to be a limit. How will your life change when you fully release and process all of your trauma? The Four of Coins. You will find that actually you've got this natural ability to acquire money, power, and influence. Okay. Your Four of Coins, I mean, traditionally it's a miser. In this deck, it's more to do with saving. It's more to do with holding back and being careful about where it is you're putting your resources. Okay. Your life will change for the better once you start putting this into practice. That's almost guaranteed. All right. This is all about being more in control. being focused on your goals. It also indicates that you're going to be working very, very hard to attain your goals, and you're going to be in much more of a stable and secure place than you have been in recent years, especially when it comes down to time management and your finances. Now, I'm speaking here to someone specifically who has gotten themselves into a considerable amount of financial debt because they were giving to other individuals or another individual fairly consistently and found themselves in debt because of that. Okay. So if I am speaking to you, then once you've processed all of this and you've done what Spirit said here, we're getting yourself back in balance, finding that thing that really inspires you, okay, you will find that actually you genuinely have a natural talent for building finances, okay, and you're going to be in so much more secure place financially because you're no longer giving to parasitic individuals. Okay, you're going to feel a lot more comfortable with Four of Coins, saving and saving for yourself. All right, and yes, of course you can extend that towards your time, your energy, your emotions, absolutely. Okay, but stability and growth are the main points of focus with this one right here. Okay, who will you become when you have released and processed your trauma? Who will you become? The Three of Wands, someone who is far more ambitious. So at the moment you're probably feeling like you don't have any ambition because you're so drained constantly. So of course that would make perfect sense. You're going to feel definitely a lot more in control of your decision making. I'm feeling more sociable as well, more prepared to extend on your current social circle, maybe even break away from your current social circle, make new friends, new acquaintances, that sort of thing. Certainly your confidence levels are going to be on the up because your Three of Wands, that's rapid growth and expansion. That requires a lot of risk, especially, again, I'm going to cast your imagination back to the traditional Three of Wands tarot. It's usually an individual who's standing on a cliff and he's overlooking the waters and you can see a couple of ships in the background, right? $1 million question is he watching his ships leaving? Has he missed his boat, or is he waiting for his ships to come in? What's actually going on is he set those ships out. Those ships belong to him. He said, because traditionally he's a merchant, right? He's filled up the ships of all of his wares and goods that he has pulled in, created, bought, whatever, right? And he's set them off out and he's waiting for his profits to come back in, okay? So with that in mind, I do feel that for the majority of yous, the word journey and travel is coming through strong, right? So you might well find yourself actually physically traveling to different countries and having the finances, the time and the confidence to do that. You know, visiting places that you always wanted to visit, but you know, you could never afford in the past. Well, now you're going to be able to afford just that, right? And making new friends and acquaintances along the way. Okay, that's what I feel that this one is all about. And you can see as well in this deck that the waters are very, very calm. It's very reflective. So again, that's what your inner world is going to look like at the end of all this. You're going to be more of a calm individual. So you're not going to constantly feel like you're afraid to offend others. You're not going to constantly feel like you're being judged at every turn and every corner. You're just going to have a nice calm demeanor, a nice calm energy to you. Very quiet, very contemplative. I'm not finding my words today. Very reflective. There we go. It's a different word for it. Oh man, brain farts. But again, main focus is all about the expansion. Okay, expansion, reflection, and calmness. So your whole vibe is just going to be completely different, and you'll find as well, if I think back, 3 of Wands is literally the Lord of established strength, isn't it? So that's someone who is the master of their own destiny. You're going to feel a lot more prepared as well. You're going to be able to use your foresight more effectively, and to really trust in your own I want to say mental processes as well. Okay, because of that foresight, some of you could well even find yourself building some kind of enterprise as well. So that could easily be a self-employment, or your life, you're going to be looking at it so differently. You're going to be looking at it like it's your enterprise and you're the one that's in charge. Okay, it's beautiful. So yeah, I just really hope that this read is providing some kind of clarity and help to someone. All right. What else for our collective who is currently working through their trauma, please? I'm feeling as well with that 3 of Wands that opportunities will come to you a lot easier because your whole vibe will change up. Okay. With greater awareness, you will find the answers that you're looking for. Yeah. Yeah, so don't be blind or naive to what it is that is actually going on. Okay, some of you might not even recognize that what's happening to you or what has happened to you was some kind of like financial abuse, for example. Some of you might not even recognize that what you've been through has been massively traumatic. All right. So if you are one of these that would prefer not to look at the dirty stuff like that, it is time to look at it. Okay, life isn't a sprint, it's a long race, and you're not in it just to win. Yeah, so it sounds cheesy, but what they're saying is you need to focus on the journey. Okay, take things one step at a time. Approach life in manageable chunks. All right, so don't expect any grand things from yourself instantly. All right, because Spirit's saying that's not how this works. It's not how this works at all. You have to learn patience, kindness, and compassion for yourself. Right? You're creating a you that you will be proud of. Yeah, so if you take nothing else from this read and just one thing, let it be that. All right, you are going to be so proud of yourself by the time you have come through this process. All right. What else does our collective need to know, please? What else does our collective need to know? Oh, it was a nice big jump. Okay, you've got the card of Infinity. Dearest one, rest within the light of your soul. Feel my spirit alive within you, the spirit of the goddess of nature, the earth and the stars. Accept the love and light we shower upon you. Yeah, remember, you are part of the universe. Okay. Beautiful message. And again, I just hope that that has helped someone, right? But yeah, I do need to leave that reading there. If you feel that you could benefit from further clarity or to go check out your other signs, then please check out the playlist that appears at the top right hand corner of the screen. For personal readings, they are available on my website, which is phoenixkeiatarot.com. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.